5 brutal truths about life after 80. Every senior must know before it's too late. Turning 80 isn't just a number. It's a doorway into a stage of life, filled with changes most people never talk about. You've made it through decades of ups and downs, built a lifetime of memories. And yet, nothing truly prepares you for what happens next. These aren't the heartwarming stories printed in birthday cards. They're the quiet, often painful truths that every senior eventually faces, but few are ever warned about. Today, we're pulling back the curtain. These are the 5 brutal truths about life after 80 that every senior must understand before it's too late to prepare, to act, and to take back control. Because when you know what's coming, you don't have to face it alone, and you don't have to face it unprepared. Brutal truths every senior must know. Emotional resonance, urgency and curiosity, empathy and respect, engagement-driven. One of the most unexpected and painful truths of life after 80 is how small your world can suddenly become. Friends you used to see regularly? Some have moved away. Others have passed on. Even those who are still around. Maybe they're dealing with their own health struggles or no longer drive. Children and grandchildren? They're busy, living lives that spin faster every year. School runs, careers, social media, chaos. And somehow, you go from being at the center of the family to sitting quietly on the sidelines. It's not your fault, and it's not unusual, but it does hurt. Loneliness isn't rare after 80. In fact, it's one of the most common emotional challenges older adults face. Yet it's almost never talked about. That empty chair at the dinner table, that quiet afternoon with no one to call, that moment you hear laughter from next door and realize it's been days since you've heard your own. But here's the truth no one tells you. You don't have to accept loneliness as your new normal. Even if your circle has shrunk, it's never too late to open a new door, to connect, to belong, to be seen again. Because the need for connection doesn't fade with age. If anything, it becomes more powerful. So what can you do today, right now, to rebuild that connection? 1. Join a local senior center or community group. Many communities offer senior clubs, wellness classes, game nights, or walking groups. You're not the only one looking for connection. Others are waiting for someone like you to show up. 2. Embrace technology, just a little. You don't need to become a tech whiz. A simple video call once a week with family or an old friend can breathe life back into a relationship. Ask a neighbor, a grandchild, or even a librarian to help set it up. It takes 10 minutes, but can brighten 10 days. 3. Consider volunteering. Yes, even now, many seniors find a renewed sense of purpose by mentoring, helping at community events, or reading to children. The act of giving back fills the heart in ways that few other things can. The key isn't waiting for someone else to reach out. It's deciding, today, to take one small step toward connection. Because whether you're 18 or 88, we all need to feel like we matter. And you do matter, more than you know. There's a quiet battle that begins as you age. And by the time you're 80, it's no longer occasional. It's daily. The stiffness in your knees when you stand. The row of prescription bottles on your kitchen shelf. The calendar cluttered with doctor appointments. Checkups, follow-ups, and scans. You wake up, and your first thought isn't what you're excited to do, but whether your back will let you. Some days, it feels like your body has turned against you, that it's no longer working with you, but demanding constant attention, like a car that breaks down a little more each week. And it's not just physical, it's emotional. The weariness, the frustration, the feeling that doctors a clear picture of what's really going on. 2. Schedule preventive checkups before problems get bigger. Too often, we wait until something feels really wrong. But many age-related issues can be slowed or even prevented if caught early. Make those appointments. Keep them. And don't be afraid to ask questions. You are your best advocate. 3. Move daily, even for 10 minutes. A slow walk around the block. Gentle stretches by the bed. Seated yoga. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be something. Movement isn't just about strength. It's about confidence, balance, independence, and mood. 10 minutes a day can change everything. It's easy to feel like you're losing control, but the truth is, you're still in the fight. And each step you take, each time you stretch, each checkup you attend, each glass of water you drink instead of skipping a meal is a declaration. I'm not giving up on myself. Because even though you can't stop aging, you can still choose how you age. with intention, with courage, with dignity, you still have power. For most of your life, independence was a given. You got up, made your coffee, drove where you needed to go, and lived on your own terms. But after 80, something starts to shift. Simple tasks, like climbing the stairs, bending to pick something up, or even remembering if you took your medication, can become frustrating challenges. And as your physical strength changes, so does the world around you. Family members start offering to help out more. Doctors bring up terms like assisted living or fall prevention. You might smile politely, but deep down, there's a fear growing. What if I lose my independence? What if I lose control of my life? For many seniors, losing autonomy isn't just about needing help. It feels like losing yourself, your freedom, your dignity, your identity. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Ignoring these changes doesn't protect your independence. In fact, denial can take it away faster. Because real independence doesn't mean pretending. You don't need support. It means choosing the kind of support that keeps you in charge. Planning ahead isn't giving up control. It's preserving it. So what can you do today to protect your independence tomorrow? 1. Install home safety features now, before you think you need them. A few simple changes can mean the difference between staying at home and facing a major injury. Install grab bars in the bathroom, non-slip mats, brighter lighting, and consider a stair lift or chair rail if stairs are a challenge. These aren't signs of weakness, they're signs of wisdom. 2. Talk to your family about the future, on your terms. Don't wait until a crisis forces decisions. Sit down with your loved ones. Share your wishes. Whether it's staying in your home, choosing who helps you, or deciding how your money is handled, make your voice heard while it's strong. That conversation might be uncomfortable, but it could be the most empowering one you'll ever have. 3. Keep decision-making in your hands. Consider writing down your care preferences. Look into legal tools like a healthcare directive or power of attorney. These aren't just legal forms. They're your voice, even when you can't speak. And they remind everyone, you are still in charge of your life. Planning ahead equals staying in control. One day you wake up, and it feels like the world has moved on without you. Stores no longer take cash. Phones no longer have buttons. Your favorite shows are now buried in streaming menus that seem to change weekly. Even conversations have shifted. People talk in hashtags, emojis, or abbreviations that mean nothing to you. And family, they love you, but sometimes it feels like they're racing through life. Too busy, too distracted, too digital to notice you've been left behind. It's easy to feel invisible, like a ghost in your own timeline, like you're watching life happen through a window instead of living in it. But here's the thing, you're not invisible, you're still here, and you don't have to be left behind. Because curiosity has no expiration date, and connection is still yours for the taking. So how do you stay in step with a world that feels like it's sprinting ahead? 1. Learn just one simple tech tool. You don't need to master everything. Just start with one thing. Use voice commands to send a message. Ask your phone, "What's the weather today?" Or "Call my daughter." These small wins create confidence. And suddenly, technology isn't your enemy. It's your bridge. 2. Stay informed in bite-sized ways. Watch the evening news. Subscribe to a printed digest. Or better yet, join a digital literacy class at a library or community center. Staying current doesn't mean you need to be an expert. It just means you stay aware, engaged, and in the loop. 3. Stay involved in family decisions. Let your voice be heard at birthday dinners, in holiday plans, during major discussions. You bring experience, wisdom, and a point of view no one else has. Don't fade into the background. Step forward. Your presence still matters. Aging doesn't mean you stop adapting. It just means you adapt differently. The world will keep moving, but that doesn't mean you can't move with it. In your own way, at your own pace. You're not a relic, you're a reservoir. Of knowledge, of memory, of quiet strength. And when you choose to stay connected, the world doesn't pass you by, it comes closer. Stay curious. Stay connected. You still belong. As the years go by, memories rise to the surface more often. Some warm your heart, but others linger like shadows. You think about the things you didn't say, the choices you wish you'd made differently, the relationships that faded, the dreams you let go of, the chances you didn't take. Regret, at this stage, can feel heavy, almost suffocating. It creeps in during the quiet hours and whispers, "What if?" But here's something that may surprise you. It's not too late. Not too late to speak. Not too late to heal. Not too late to change something, even now. Because the final chapter of your life is still yours to write, and the pen is still in your hand. So how do you ease the weight of regret and turn it into something meaningful? 1. Write letters to loved ones, even if you don't send them. Sometimes the words we never say are the ones that hurt the most. Take a quiet moment. Pick up a pen. Write to a family member, a friend, someone you lost touch with, or even someone who's no longer here. Tell them how you feel, what you forgive, what you wish they knew. Whether you send it or not, you'll feel lighter. Because you've said it, and sometimes that's enough. 2. Do one thing you've always put off, no matter how small. Maybe you always wanted to paint, or visit a park, or taste something new. It doesn't have to be grand. It just has to be real. One small act of courage can replace years of hesitation. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The fact that you're still here means there's still time. 3. Share your story. Someone needs to hear it. You've lived through things others can't imagine. Lessons, losses, love. Share it with a grandchild, a neighbor, a journal, or a community group. Your story might be the spark someone else needs. And when you speak your truth, the pain of regret often becomes the power of purpose. We all carry things we wish we'd done differently. That's part of being human. But aging doesn't have to be a slow replay of guilt. It can be a time of release, of renewal, of reconnection. You can forgive. You can be forgiven. You can still do something that matters. And if there's one truth to hold on to, it's this. It's never too late to make peace with your past. If you start today, it's never too late to heal. These 5 truths aren't easy to hear, but pretending they don't exist won't protect us. Facing them, understanding them, is how we take back control. Because even after 80, life isn't over. It's different, yes, but it's not done. It's a new chapter, one that you get to write, with purpose, with presence, with peace. Let's quickly revisit what we uncovered today. 5 brutal truths about life after 80. Heavy checkmark, your social circle shrinks. Heavy checkmark, health becomes a daily battle. Heavy checkmark, independence is at risk. Heavy checkmark, the world moves on without you. Heavy checkmark, regrets can haunt you. But each of these truths holds something deeper. A chance to connect, to adapt, to find peace, to stay relevant, to make things right. If this video touched you, if even one of these truths hit close to home, Speech Balloon, leave a comment and tell us which truth spoke to you most and why. Your story might be the very thing someone else needs to feel less alone. Sparkling heart, like and subscribe if you want more honest, heart-first conversations about aging with dignity, courage, and strength. Because growing older doesn't mean growing silent. This is your space. Your voice matters. And we're here to walk this journey with you.